Good morning, everybody. It's going to be a get ready with me chatty video this morning. I have absolutely nothing to do outside of this house today. So I thought I would just not really take you with me all day because it's just a few little piddly things around here, but just talk as I put my makeup on and partly about what I'm wearing on my face and why I'm wearing it on my face. And I have a real serious question. I want to see how you feel about this because I read the comments and I know that some of you, for one reason or another, agree with me and some of you don't. And we'll get to that in a minute. But as I said, this is going to be just a real simple get ready with me, putting my face on. Other than go out in the yard or out on the back porch, I'm not going to be leaving in the car and going anywhere. So I have all my skincare and my sunscreen on. I'm going to start with two new concealers that I just got. I was watching a video by Nicole Johnson, and I know many of you watch Nicole, and as a matter of fact, Nicole and I have talked about possibly, well, the next time I get to Fort Lauderdale in that area to cruise, maybe coming in and doing one of her over 70 makeovers that she does. And I would love to do that. I would love to see what she would do with this face, with this 79-year-old face. I was going to try to do it this past spring cruise and didn't get to because there was just a time issue in getting there, and then after the cruise we were just anxious to get home. So one of these times real soon when we're doing a Caribbean cruise, because we normally cruise out of Fort Lauderdale, and that's basically where she's located. She's in the Miami area, South Florida, so wouldn't be too far away from me to get there. But anyway, she was talking about these two drugstore concealers, and I believe these are the two colors she got, and those are the two colors I bought. They're the Wet n Wild Mega Last Incognito. That's what they look like. I got and this, I'm telling you, this is so tiny. Even with my good cataract corrected eyes, I have trouble because this is so tiny. Okay, one is Light Honey, that's the deeper of the two, and the other one is Light Beige. She loved these, and I got these at Walmart yesterday, and that's a funny story. I got these at Walmart yesterday, and I want to say they were just under $5 a piece. I went to Walmart to get these, and then I was leaving there, and I was going to go to my local Sephora and pick up the new Chanel cream foundation that she's been talking about, that she loves for very mature, older skin. And it is, when I tell you, majorly expensive. It's well over $100. Well, we'll talk about that. I didn't get it, but there's a reason. Anyway, she loved these. So I went from a $5 concealer to maybe a $150 foundation was what I was going to purchase. So we're going to start with this. And I am starting with, I think this is going to be the best one for me, the Light Honey. See, I can see that now, the Light Honey. I'm not particularly fond of the little doe foot applicator. And I'm going to be just doing this. I am actually putting this right where my circles are, the indentions. And I'm going to go ahead and hit these dark spots, sunspots, and just blend this in. And by the way, I promise you, I will list everything in the Show More box below. This is Angie's brush, Angie Hot and Flashy. A506. I love this brush just for patting in. I have never in my life spent $150 or so for a foundation. Never. And I'm pretty sure if it had to come out of my own pocket, no, I wouldn't. I'm gonna go ahead and go over my eyelids. I wouldn't. And as I do this, I'm going to tell you something that I have. And I'll go ahead and show you right now. I don't know about you, but I'm so appreciative. Number one, I'm so appreciative anytime that someone wants to give me a gift. I am so appreciative. But do you ever get a gift and as much as thankful you are for that person being kind to you, it's something that you would just never use. And you just, it may be something you already have. It may be something that you thought about getting, but no, you didn't want it. And then you feel bad because you don't use it, or I know you know what I'm talking about. Back years ago, I decided, and I talked with Jim about this, and we sort of made the decision together that we would not surprise our kids and their spouses and their adult children, or even their small children. We would not surprise them with things that we thought would just be so cute, unless they were just minor. I mean, they didn't cost anything really. And that we would ask in advance of whatever event it was, be it birthdays or Christmas or whatever. We would ask them, is there something you would like? Give them our price range where we are, because we budget those things. And that way they have an opportunity to give us some things they want that they've been eyeing, but maybe they don't have money, or they don't want to spend the money, or they just haven't purchased it for themselves and they think it would be a nice gift. And that's how we do their gifts. We give them a far enough advance warning. I decided to do the same thing with them. And Jim did too. And what I asked for, and Jim, is we wanted gift cards. And I specifically asked for gift cards for Sephora and Ulta. Of course, I had my YouTube channel. They knew I was showing a lot of product, and that's what they started giving me. And they would always be in different denominations. And then over the years, they continued to give me those, but they also started giving me some TJ Maxx and some Marshalls and some Amazons and Massage Envy for massages and facials. Let me just show you. This is some of them that I've received. I have had, boy, I need to clean this little bag. I have had this bag for years. It's called Love of Beauty is Taste. The creation of beauty is art. This is nothing compared to what I have. I try to sort of keep them organized. Oh, I even have Walmart gift cards in here. At one point, I had so many Sephora and Ulta cards. But you know what I did? That's what I use for the most part, when I purchase products to show you here on my channel. And a couple of weeks ago, I went to Ulta and purchased, I can't even remember what it was, but I finally used the last of my Ulta gift cards. I started looking at my Sephora ones, and would you believe I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation the dewy. And this is so messy. That's the only thing I don't like about it, but it's so inexpensive that I can handle, and I know I could put this in a pump bottle, but I just haven't. I really like this foundation. It dries down. I was watching Nicole the other day. She was talking about these and that Chanel cream foundation. And I thought, oh my gosh, I think I want to try that cream foundation. I believe it's close to $150, or if not that. Decided that if I had enough Sephora gift cards left, I would buy that foundation with those. Well, drug them out, and sure enough, when I gathered all of them together, I had right at $150. So here I go to the Walmart to get my little $10 worth of concealers, and I trek on over to Sephora at the mall. We have a Sephora and a JCPenney here, and it's just, I've been in there and it's just tiny, and they really carry very little. But I went in. They carry Chanel, but they did not have that foundation. I'm probably going to order it online. We'll see. What do you think? It's not money out of my pocket. It's a gift, but have you ever, first of all, have you tried this new Chanel foundation? And if you did, and I'm talking about the cream foundation in the little jar, if you did, what did you think about it? Also, that's pretty much the end of my Sephora gift card. So I don't have an occasion coming to get a gift until, oh my word, Christmas. Would you want that Chanel let's just say $150 foundation? Would you want that as a gift? Would you spend your own money out of your own pocket? Many of you know that I love this Lancome stick foundation. Oh my gosh, I love this. And look at this. But let me tell you, I have a little spatula, and this will come out of here. I will dig, and there's even a little brush down here that I've never used. Well, I can't get the brush. The brush doesn't come up. Yeah, it does. Wait. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So I could not use this brush, but I have small brushes I could dig down in there too. But I have this little spatula. And this was in the $60 range. And this really is, again, I got this with gift certificates. And I even did buy a backup of this. So I have one backup. And if I don't have a gift certificate for it, I'm not real sure that I will buy this at $60 again. How do you feel? I mean, listen, I have $60. I am fortunate that I have $60 that I could buy that Lancome foundation. I could go out and spend $150 on the Chanel cream foundation, but I don't want to. For sure, it's a luxury. I want to try it just to see if it's any better than this or any of the other cream foundations that I like, that are much, much cheaper. Can I justify it? Oh, no. I'm about 99.9% sure, no. I would not. I would not spend my money out of my pocket for that. How do you feel about it? I have my splint off of my arm. I'm letting it rest. It's still pretty sore. it will be 2 weeks since I heard it, in a couple of days. And I have to say that it's better, but it's still, when I move it a certain way or try to do something without, even with the splint on, sometimes it hurts. I'm pretty sure it's better. This is the Milani Highly Rated. I use the Revital Lash on my eyelashes. I love this stuff. It is expensive, and I will tell you, this is something that I would spend money on. I think this is around $125, but you can see I have a little sticker here showing when I opened this. It started using it the first day. It was on January 1st. And this will last me a year using it once a day. And I've been wanting to try the new $15 one by The Ordinary, but I did that, with a different one on this eye once, and listen, I regretted it because I did it for like 3 months so that I could get a good idea. I used the Revital Lash on this one and the other one on this one, and no, I had horrible results, and it took forever, it seemed like, for these lashes to catch up to these again. Very leery, but I've sort of been thinking about cost per wear with that, and it also means that I can use I can use a drugstore mascara. I really don't have to worry about lengthening. All I have to worry about is getting my blonde hairs coated, because my lashes are long and they're getting so much thicker. And I'm finding if I skip a night every once in a while, it doesn't seem to affect it. I've had many of you ask me why I do not curl my lashes. And I don't curl them because I wipe all of my mascara off of my brush. I don't curl them because my eyelashes, what few I've had when they were just a little nubby, they were curly. So they would always curl up into my eyelid. All right, I'm gonna go back to my good old e.l.f. brow pencil. By now, if you're watching this, maybe you've seen the collaboration I did with Walmart where I did my white shirt. You know that this spring and summer I have been on this white shirt mission, and I was really having a hard time there for a while. And I finally found a couple of white shirts that I liked. Walmart, in this collaboration, Walmart has some new brands, more designer brands of clothing, and I saw by Free Assembly a white shirt. The others I've purchased are more fitted white cotton shirts, but this one is boxy and it's slit on the sides, and I love the fit of it. I really do love the fit of it. The longer I have that shirt, the better I like it. If you haven't seen that video, it'll be the last video I did before this one. Yeah, go back and just look at that white shirt. It's by Free Assembly. They were in, when I told my sister about it, she went and it was in her local Walmart. She lives in Memphis. It was not in my local Walmart at all. We have two, and it was not in either one of them. So I could only get it online. And I do have in that description box below the video there, I do have a link to get that if you want to try it. Do not order up on it. I will tell you, I ordered what I thought I would wear in it, and it was too big. So I reordered it in the next smallest size. I think I wound up with a large, and I'm not really sure if I couldn't have worn a medium. And I probably could wear a medium, but one of the things I liked about it is the boxiness of it. So it made it just a little bit different. Ah, these wrinkles. But and that's something else. I want to say it was $20. Maybe $20. It had a collar that would stand up and stay up. We used to call it Elvising the collar because it would pop up and stay there. Wouldn't just lay down flat, which is important. All right, I'm going to use this e.l.f. powder blush palette. This is not a tutorial. And I'm going to do the e.l.f. contour palette. This is the light medium, and this is sort of contoury, bronzy, and I'm just going to do this. All right, we're getting there. This is the CoverGirl Outlast 585, one of my favorites. I'll tell you something else that's funny is since I've stopped wearing a mask unless I really am in a situation where I need to wear it. You know, every place I go for the last couple of years, I've had a mask on, and so it sort of really didn't matter if I even had lipstick on or anything on my lips, except when I did YouTube videos. I'm now having to make sure I do this when I go out. This is almost empty. I'm having to dig. And when it dries, I'll put the clear over it. And it dries pretty fast. And that will stay on for a little while. You'll notice that I did not use my little e.l.f. Shape and Stay brow pencil around my lips that I talked to you about or showed you a week or so ago. And it's because of this lipstick. I really don't need it with this because I know this is not going to bleed up into my lip lines. And that's one of the reasons why I like that CoverGirl. Okay, I have my little book here to make sure I've talked to you about everything. The white shirt, try it for sure. Let me know how you feel about this Chanel Cream Foundation. Have you tried it? Would you spend, if you tried it, if you could sample it? And that's sort of what I was hoping yesterday when I went to Sephora, is they carried it and I could sample it before I actually, even using my gift cards, I could sample it before I bit the dust and made the purchase. So what do you think about it if you've tried it? Would you ever spend $150 for any foundation? Even if you could afford it, even if it didn't stretch your budget. Listen, if it's as wonderful as some people are saying, I might have to second think it, but it would have to be pretty wonderful. It would have to be the only foundation I would ever want to wear. Stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know. You guys, you're just the best. You really are the best. Don't forget to go out and be kind. Just be kind. Be kind to yourself first so that you can be kind to others. Know that I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.